Class 8, Unit 6, Sound. Lesson explained. Sound. Sound is a form of energy produced by vibration. Sound is produced by a vibrating body. Vibration is a to and fro or back and forth motion of an object. For example, if you strike a school bell, it vibrates and produces sound. Propagation of sound. Sound requires a medium to propagate or travel. Sound travels through solid, liquid, and gases. Sound cannot travel in a vacuum. Sound is an form of energy. It is transferred through the air or any medium in the form of mechanical waves. Mechanical wave is a disturbance which propagates in a medium to the repeated periodic motion of the particles in the medium from their mean position. The disturbance which is caused by the vibration of particles is passed over to the next particle. It means that the energy is transferred from one particle to another as a wave motion. Characteristic of wave motion. In wave motion, only the energy is transferred, not to particles. The velocity of the wave motion is different from the velocity of vibrating particle. For the propagation of a mechanical wave, the medium must possess the properties of inertia, elasticity, uniform density, and minimum friction among the particles. Types of mechanical wave. There are two types of mechanical wave. Transverse wave. In a transverse wave, the particles of the medium vibrate in a direction which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. Example, waves in a strings, light waves, etc. Transverse waves are produced only in solid and liquid. Longitudinal wave. In a longitudinal wave, the particles of the medium vibrate in a direction which is parallel to the direction of propagation of the wave. Example, waves in springs, sound waves in a medium. Longitudinal waves are produced in solid liquids and also in gaseous medium. Speed of sound. Speed of a sound depends on elasticity and density of medium through which it propagates. The speed of sound in air is about 330 meters per second. The speed of sound in water is about 1500 meters per second. The speed of sound in gas is higher than that of water and gaseous medium. Speed is equal to wavelength into frequency. The tabular column shows the speed of sound in different medium. Speed of light versus sound. The speed of light is more than that of speed of sound. The speed of sound in air is about 330 meters per second, whereas the speed of light in air is about 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. This is why the thundering sounds are always heard a little after seeing the flash of lightning. Delay in hearing is due to the difference in the speeds of sound and light. Vibration and oscillation. Vibration is a to and fro or back and forth motion of an object. Vibration is also called as oscillatory motion. The motion of a pendulum from one extreme position to another extreme position and back and forth is called oscillation. A to B and back to A. Frequency of sound wave. The number of oscillations per second is called as frequency. The unit of frequency is hertz. Time period of sound wave. Time taken for one oscillation is called as time period. It is represented by T. The SI unit is seconds each. Amplitude of sound wave. The maximum displacement of an oscillating body from its central position is called as amplitude. The amplitude of sound wave is the height of the crest or tuft. It is represented by the letter A. The SI unit of same is that of density of pressure. Here are the pictures of some musical instruments which create sound. Production of sound musical instruments. Production of sound in musical instrument depends on the type of instrument. There are 4 types: woodwind, string, percussion, and brass. Woodwind instrument. Woodwind instruments make music by blowing on the top or on the reed of instrument. String instrument. String instruments make music by plucking or strumming the strings. Percussion instruments. Percussion instruments make music by striking, shaking, or scraping them. Brass instruments. Brass instruments make music by buzzing lips while blowing. This tabular column shows you various musical instruments and the vibrating part that produces sound. Some musical instruments produce sound when they are beaten or struck. Example, bell, ghatam, manjira, chantaran, etc. In humans, sound is produced by the voice box or larynx. It is the upper part of the windpipe. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box, leaving a narrow slit. When the lungs force air through the slit, it vibrates and produces. How we hear sound through our ears. Sound enters the ear through the ear canal. It makes the eardrum to vibrate. The eardrum sends a vibration to the inner ear. From there, the signal goes to brain and then we hear the sound. The outer ear is called a pinna. It collects the sound waves. The sound waves passes through the ear canal to a thin membrane called as eardrum. The eardrum vibrates. The vibrations are amplified by three bones of the middle ear called hammer, anvil, and stirrup. The middle ear then transmits the sound waves to the inner ear. The inner ear, the sound waves are converted into electrical signals by cochlea and sent to the brain through the auditory nerves. The brain then interprets the signals as sounds and identifies it. Characteristics of sound. Loudness. Loudness of sound depends upon the amplitude. If the amplitude is S, the sound is feeble. If the amplitude is more, the sound is loud. The unit of loudness is decibel, dB. Pitch. Pitch depends upon the frequency of vibration. If the frequency is less, the sound has low pitch. Examples: sound of drum, sound of an adult, etc. If the frequency is more, the sound has high pitch. Examples: sound of whistle, sound of baby, etc. Audible and inaudible sound. Audible sound is a sound which we can hear. It has frequencies between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. Inaudible sound. Inaudible sound is a sound which we cannot hear. It has frequencies lesser than 20 Hz or more than 20 Hz. The sound which has frequency less than 20 Hz is called as infrasonic sound. The sound which has frequency more than 20,000 Hz is called as ultrasonic sound. Noise. Unpleasant sounds are called as noise. It is produced by irregular or non-periodic vibration. Music. Sound which is pleasing to ears is called as music. It is produced by regular and periodic vibration. Noise pollution. The presence of excessive or unwanted, undesirable sound in the environment is called as noise pollution. Causes of noise pollution. Noise pollution is caused by sounds of vehicles, explosions, including bursting of crackers, machines, loudspeakers, etc. In home, noise pollution is caused by television, radio, and musical systems at high volume, some kitchen appliances, dessert coolers, air conditioners, etc. Harmful effects of noise pollution. Noise pollution causes several health-related problems like lack of sleep, hypertension, high blood pressure, anxiety, etc. A person exposed to loud sound continuously may get temporary or permanent impairment of hearing. Measures to limit noise pollution. Noise pollution can be reduced by using silencers in vehicles, industrial machines, and home appliances during use of vehicle horns, running TV, radio, and music systems at low volumes. Planting of trees along the roads and buildings also help to reduce noise pollution as they absorb most of the sound waves. The picture of causes of noise pollution. Hearing impairment. Hearing loss, also known as hearing impairment, is a partial or total inability to hear. A deaf person has little to no hearing. Partial disability is generally the result of a disease, injury, or